Hey, yo, what's going on? Hope your day is going well. Hope it's been productive so far. It's rainy here in Cleveland. Oh, brother. What's going on, bro?
My God, what's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, we gotta schedule some time to talk offline too, man. Cause I keep saying like I don't want to only chop it up with him on the lives, cause we got to get into some dialogue, bro, and create some money making opportunities for you and I both.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm all the way with that, brother.
Let's definitely get it in. All right, so how's everything going?
Man, everything is everything, bro. Man, God is good, bro. It's been me and my family just kind of came back from a little vacay, man. So that was a beautiful thing, man. But as soon as I came back hot. Like my week picked up like that, man.
That's
So
what's up.
I've been trying to, I've been kind of trying to recalibrate, but at the same time juggle everything and get everything done, man. So,
And I
but
see you putting in
nonetheless,
the work, bro.
it's bro. The work don't stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing to have the opportunity, man, to be able to produce it. So, you know, I don't complain, brother. I don't
Yeah.
complain, man. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
No,
How you
no. What
feeling, bro?
city are you in?
Huh?
What city are you in?
I'm in New York.
New York. Okay, that's what's
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Yep. I'm in New York. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
in the city? In the city, New York?
So I'm about 40 minutes north of Manhattan.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you real close.
Yeah, I'm
You
about
real
40 minutes
close.
north. So the
Okay.
city folk would consider where I stay upstate New York. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Th-
Okay.
that's 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 what they would consider. They would consider me
Gotcha.
upstate New York. So
Gotcha.
you know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, NY in the building.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm in the best city that's in the world, bro. Cleveland, Ohio, man.
Okay.
I gotta, I
Okay.
gotta represent, man. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
New York is dope. You know what I'm saying? But Cleveland's just the best city in the world to me,
In the
man.
best city.
I love living here, man. This is home for me, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. Listen, man. Salute to Ohio. Salute to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get in and talk about some content.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
And like from this perspective of like content, content and mindset, because I think still too many people aren't producing enough content because how they feel about themselves. And one of
Absolutely.
the teachings I've been doing lately, real heavy, is like this whole construct of like as we advance and how we see ourselves, we naturally put out that same energy and tenacity and confidence, and people are attracted to that. Then they start actually spending money with us. But I think too many of us is trying to put out content, and it's like we're trying to fake it till we make it. So we're
Hmm.
doing these reels, we're doing some live videos, we're trying to show up in person, and that's not who we really are. But
Yeah.
I think if we change who we were inside of the way that we saw ourselves, then we put that information out there. Now people is like, oh shoot, this boy, this girl right here, they amazing. And the switch was I saw myself differently. And then once
Yes.
I saw myself differently, I start showing up differently because they was like, man, you had the talent the whole time, but the way that you were showing up, you were looking like you were faking it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you ever watch one of the movies where it's like it was a good movie, but you're like, man, they're not convincing in this role. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
I don't dig this movie simply because the actors aren't good actors. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. It's too early. We didn't just got started. I'm gonna be quiet, man. Go ahead and talk, man.
No, bro. Nah, you go. Hey, listen, man. Listen, you hit it on the head, bro. I think it's my bro. Shout out to Shaquan Q. He said something. He said something, man, that was so powerful. That dude said, "Yo, when you're not creating, grow. When
Mm,
you're not creating, grow." And what you're saying is so aligned with that because basically what he was saying was is that like, yo, when you even if in the moments where you're not necessarily creating, you becoming, you
yeah,
learning, you studying, you
yeah,
reading, you
yeah,
listening to podcasts, you
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, you tapping
yeah.
in and being intentional
Mhm.
even about this about your surroundings and the people that you're surrounding yourself with. that can inform who it is that you believe that you are and who you believe you can be,
Yeah.
right?
Thanks.
And then you start to actually take active steps towards that, towards becoming that individual. And what's beautiful about that, to your point, bro, is that that begins to bleed out into every area of your life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Thanks.
Dave, my guy Dave Shan says, what you doing, what you do. I heard him say it. I mean, I've heard other people say it since. But what you doing anything, you doing everything.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? What you doing
Yeah.
when you do anything, you doing everything.
Thanks.
So as you get what you end up finding is, as you build, as you grow, ultimately and automatically that's going to begin to bleed out to every other area of your life,
Another area.
from your relationships to, in this context, creating your content.
Yeah.
Because now you're not, like you said, you're not faking it till you make it. You're not showing up as somebody else. You're
Mm.
showing up authentically as you. And that is a completely
Mm.
different ball game when you start to be able and feel confident enough to show up authentically as you,
Mm.
because now that takes the stress off of, man, do I have to do this because everybody else is doing that? And then that whole comparison boy and all that
Yeah.
type of stuff, that goes
Mm-hmm.
out the window.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
now, like Jay-Z said, he said the CEO's mind and marketing plan was me. He said I ain't
Mm-hmm.
have to. He said I ain't have to get shot up a whole bunch of times. He said
Mm-hmm.
I ain't have to be over dramatic, like say a Busta Rhymes. Like, he was authentically him. And once he locked into that, yo, he was like, yo, I don't change. I don't change for nobody. Like, I'm not on trends. Like, I do what I do, and then everybody then catches up with me. You know what I'm saying? But that requires a certain amount of confidence and a level of you getting comfortable with you locking into who you authentically and genuinely are. And once you're there, then the freedom that you have now to create and to actually be active in your life is unmatched, Joe.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And as you were talking, bro, like I looked up the word acquiesce because I've been telling my audience, like, stop acquiescing to situations and people, right?
Mm.
So acquiesce means to accept, agree, or give constant by keeping silent or by not making objections. Come on, y'all.
Wow.
So we're acquiescing to situations and people. And think about where your content would go if you didn't acquiesce. Again, here's the definition: to accept, agree, or give consent by keeping silent. Keeping silent, y'all. Why are we
Listen,
keeping silent? Like,
yeah,
we have a voice that we were given. You obviously believe that some small degree that you were gifted with this talent to speak, to
yep.
create products, whatever, but you don't share it because you're acquiescing to somebody's opinion of you,
My
and
God,
it's keeping you silent.
keeping you silent. Oh my gosh, man. Hindering what you authentically and uniquely have. And we touched on this last time, bro. Like,
Mhm.
you know what's fascinating, man? I love the movie Ray. I love the movie Ray. Like that,
Yes.
like, Jamie Foxx is a beast. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it's some moments that you're looking and you're like, yo, like, that's Ray Charles. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
He became Ray. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
at the end of
Yep.
the
Yep.
day, he was
Teach. Teach.
only a great copy of a phenomenal original.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he got awards and he got all of these accolades for his performance,
Yep.
but he wasn't the real Ray.
He
He wasn't the
wasn't.
real Ray.
He
You feel what I'm
wasn't.
saying?
He
So
wasn't.
we may get, so you acquiescing and you being or trying to be somebody else might get you some
Mm,
popularity and it might
mm,
get you some attention,
mm,
but you're still not that.
mm,
You're still not that person. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? You're only a great copy of an amazing original. And
mm,
so what we're saying here is that you being the original, imagine what you can produce
mm.
if you gave yourself permission to be that original that you were created to be. Imagine that, right?
If you
So
did that good, if he did that good acting as Ray Charles, can we only imagine what he could do for Jamie Foxx? Listen, y'all. Now, here's what's deep. I'm about to get y'all into a conversation that I only really have with my wife about this acting thing.
let's go.
sometimes I tell my wife, bro, I'm like, babe, the reason that person is so good in this role is because secretly he wants to be that person. At
Ooh.
some time in his life, he has imagined being that person. That's why he was able to do that role so good.
Wow.
It's a part of him that is that person. So when we
Wow.
look at Jamie Foxx in this example of Ray, he did it so good because he is a musician.
Yes. Yes.
Think about Will Smith and Ali.
Yep.
All that
Yeah.
frustration and arrogance and pride that he had built up inside of him anyway. Oh, that
Yeah.
was Ali. That's why he did that role so good.
Yeah.
So, so
Yeah.
listen, y'all. Here's the point. Here's the point. If you can be that good trying to manufacture somebody else's dream and their talent, we're saying to dare to dream and be yourself because
Yeah.
somebody is waiting for you to show up.
That's a fact. That's 100%. And I think we underestimate the value in our originality, which not only is key and poignant for us, but it gives someone else permission to unlock who they originally are as far as their origin is concerned.
Yeah.
So we underestimate the power that us walking in our
Yeah.
true self is. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? And even with my clients, again, I work with clients that have less than 1,000 followers, and they ain't nobody, the feeling is, oh well, nobody really is listening to me anyway. Oh no, people are listening to you. There are people that are listening to you. There are people that are viewing you and are watching, whether you understand it or whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
And you showing up organically as you is giving them permission to show up organically as them. And
Yeah.
not only is that a beautiful thing for you and that you experience freedom, but then you're able to now connect in such a powerful way with people who are also on the road of becoming who they feel that they've been called to be. So now you
Yeah.
have the beauty of being because you've unlocked that in your mind. Now you're giving someone else permission to unlock it in theirs. And now you begin to build a community of people who are like-minded. And
Yeah.
you ain't gotta worry about doing it by yourself. Now you have people who are looking to you, who become a resource for you. You become a resource for them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then as you continue to let your light shine, then people are going to gravitate towards that, right?
Yeah.
So the thing about it is that but it's very important to understand that it's your light. You can't you only a candle in the shadow of somebody
Mm.
else's. You know what I'm saying? You got
Facts.
to be your own light because each one of us has it, bro. So yeah, no, that's powerful, bro.
Yeah.
That's powerful, brother.
It really is. And I think that, in terms of us acting, I don't think there's a problem with acting at all, because if you can start to act like your best self instead of trying to act like somebody else, then you're really walking in truth. Then you're really
Yeah,
walking in purpose. And then people have a reason to buy from you because
yeah,
they see your most authentic self. They don't see this person trying to fake it till they make it. And
yeah.
again, these reels are so effective, but it's literally hurting a lot of people's brains when they don't even know it.
Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, because, but bro, because again, we're trying to be like somebody else. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so 100% of the time, that's not going to work. Or even if it does, it only has a very short lifespan because at the end of the day, it still comes back to you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's why this mindset piece is so imperative and so key. Is because what you have to understand, like my mentor says, you cannot build a business, you can't build your dream bigger than you build yourself. Because
Mm,
at the end of the day, everything rests
mm,
on you.
mm.
Everything rests on you.
That's
So if
so
you
good.
so that's what, as we talked about at the top of the show, building you is the cornerstone that is going to is the cornerstone and the engine that's going to fuel your content. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because you
So
think about it, when you learn something new, bro, you can't wait to tell somebody. You can't wait to tell your wife. You can't
hmm
wait to tell your homeboy. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like
Yep.
when you grow and you come into an understanding of something, not just not just a head knowledge, but when you come into an understanding of something, it does something totally different to your mentality and your psyche. And and again, it bleeds out into every area of your life, because now it's like, yo, I can't keep this to myself.
Mm,
I have to share this. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
I have to give
mm,
this to somebody. I have to
mm.
deposit this into somebody else. You
Yep.
feel what I'm saying? So
Yep.
now look at the power of you now growing, connecting with you, having an understanding of who you are, strong understanding, a confident understanding of who you are. And now
Yep.
watch how that begins to translate into your content, into your business, into your strategy, right? And watch how the as we talked about, the voices of they, or whoever they are, they
Mm-hmm.
begin to not matter as much anymore, because
Mm-hmm.
now not only are you solid in who you are, but you know
Yep.
exactly why you're doing what you do. So now
Yep.
they can't knock you off of your horse. They can't knock you off, or can't knock you off of your direction or your path, because now you're solid and you're solidified in who it is that you are. And
Yep.
being solid and solidified in who you are doesn't mean that you stop growing, because
Yep.
like Lauren Hill said, whatever doesn't grow is dead. So
Mm.
we're always in the process of growing and evolving. But the beautiful thing about that is that now that translates into your content. So as you grow, like you said, visualizing your true self and saying, yo, I'm going to live as if, even though I'm not there yet, I'm going to live as if, because I'm going to put into work the work to get there. But every level of the way, as you're getting to there, you're learning, you're enhancing your understanding, you're sharpening, you're mastering your craft. And on all those levels, that becomes content that is related to someone who is at that particular point, that needs that particular thing or that particular experience,
Yep.
that now has become a part of your expertise to unlock A, so they can now get to B. It's
Yep.
it, it's a beautiful cycle. It could be a struggle,
Yeah.
but it's a beautiful struggle.
And I say the reason that a lot of stuff is hard and challenging for us to do is because it's not a habit yet. So get
Yes,
through that period of time where it is hard, right? Um, then once you get through that stage, then it's a habit, and you don't even feel like it's this hard and strenuous to do. Like
that's right.
when you wake up in the morning, I keep saying this, and it sounds a little bit graphic, but we all do it. Like
Yeah,
when you wake up and your stomach tell you, "I gotta go to the bathroom."
yeah, it's
First
time to
thing
go.
in the morning, right? You
Yeah,
go. You don't be tripping like, well, I don't really feel like it, and maybe next week I'll do this because I
yeah,
ain't got the time or energy. Nope, you just go do it. You can wash your hands. You go shower, you're gonna brush your
that's right.
teeth because these are habits. They're a part of
That's
who
right.
you are, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what if you were having the mindset of documentation versus creation? Like,
Mm,
so yeah, we're talking about content creation, right? But what if your mind needs to actually hear I'm just documenting? Just to see
mm.
it through and you don't have all the clutter and stuff going on in your mind. So just say, I'm documenting for this research paper, right? That's all
Yeah,
I'm doing. I'm just documenting on my social media page
yeah.
every day, whether it's my stories, whether it's a live video, whether it's a reel, whether it's a post. I'm documenting my blog. I'm
I love it.
documenting sending emails because
Yep.
one day somebody's going to need to have this information. My kids is going to want to learn about me, and there's everything I can't tell them and teach them because I ain't thinking about it. But I'm
That's
going
right.
to just document during this time. And while I'm documenting, one of y'all might be blessed. One of y'all
Yeah,
might buy a product during that time. If y'all do, great.
yeah,
But I'm just documenting.
yeah. Yo, no, I listen, I love that. That I love that. And listen, for those of y'all who are listening, if we let's let it's very we got to be very intentional about the way we frame things. We got to be very intentional about the way we frame things. And bro, what you're saying is so important, because framing it in that way of documenting rather than creating, because creating can have a very intimidating connotation to it, right?
Yeah.
Particularly when people don't think, and I bump into people all the time, particularly when people don't think that they're creative.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When
Mm.
they, when,
Yep.
don't, when they don't think they're creative, to say
Mm.
create content or create anything for that matter, it seems intimidating for them because they feel it is out of their wheelhouse.
Yep.
But what you're saying is and what's very, very important, content is you. I always say that content is the vehicle by which you package your expertise, your information, and your experience.
Mm.
However, it's only the vehicle. You are the creative engine. You are the engine that fuels that content. So content is you. And you can find content in so many different areas of your life. When I first started creating, when I first started really going heavy and I took Instagram seriously and I really started creating my videos, what I would do is I would literally what I was doing was I was taking like principles, like I would have conversations with my kids or experiences with my kids. And I
Yep.
would literally, I'd be like, yo, that's interesting. Like that's interesting. The conversation that I had with my son, or my son said this, and here is my response. And what I would do is I would literally take the principle out of the conversation, and I would create a video based on what I learned. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
so if you're reading a book, if you listen to a podcast and there was something, and you listen to this particular live, and something something catches your attention, right? Something appeals to you, you can literally, after this live is over, you can take your phone out and you could talk about, yo, I was on the Manny Hall show and Manny and Pop were talking about X, Y, and Z. You could do a 30-second video on that, or if there was a quote or something along those
So
lines.
easy, bro. So
You know what I'm
easy.
saying? You
So
could go ahead and
easy.
grab that. But to
Yep.
your point, bro, it's documented, right? You didn't have to sit down and be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna all right, let me go on this live. Like you're already here. You know what I'm saying? And it's already here, and there's already jewels and gems being dropped. So all you got to do is listen, take that, you know what I mean? Take that and apply it to where you are now and create content based on that.
So
That's
easy.
documenting. You know what I'm saying? That's documenting. You're present here. Allow your presence here to fuel you, to feed you. And then now you take what you ate, you digest it, you apply it, and now you package content and you give it to somebody else.
And here's another dope thing to do if you're looking for some content. Here's an idea. You can literally, if you have an iPhone, maybe George do it too, but I'm an iPhone user. You iPhone homie?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
We
sir.
friends then, man. Listen, I didn't know we was gonna be friends, Pop, until I found out what kind of phone you had. We was gonna have a separate conversation. Cause I ain't want to say nothing disrespectful on the live with you. Like, hey bro, I ain't rocking with you like that. No, you the homie now.
Yo. Hilarious.
Okay, but
Hilarious.
look. So I forgot the doggone point I was about to make.
He said, if you got an iPhone,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was like
If you have an
yeah.
iPhone, you can record this screen, right? Record the screen for about 45 seconds to a minute. Then you crop the video out and put this on your page as a reel. One, you're sharing content from some two great, amazing brothers that love to get more exposure. And now you got a piece of content on your page, and it shows that you're a learner. Because they like, oh, you rocking with Manny and Pop. You must be a dope person if you rocking with them. You like the type of talk that they be talking. Cool, I
That's
want
right.
to rock with you too. Simply by that's a strategy for y'all.
That's
That's a
a fact.
strategy.
Yo, so y'all just got a strategy, man. Y'all walking out this line with a strategy.
Straight up.
And see and see what Manny, you see what you just did there though, bro? You see what you just did? Like you went from documenting instead of creating, let's document. Came up with a strategy on what you can use as far as documentation is concerned, right? And now you also introduce another C, which is curation, right?
Yeah.
Which so you or not? Yeah, well, you can curate. So now
Yep.
we doing the work by having this conversation. Now you
Yep.
can piggyback off of what we've already done, and like
Yep.
you said, screen record and post it on your page. Of course, you want to give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to tag the
Absolutely.
brothers. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, this is something that you didn't have to necessarily think about. You didn't have to take a whole day or 2 days or a week to try to come up with something to post.
Straight
Like
up.
this is right in front of you right
in
now
front
that
of
you
you.
could, then you got strategy. Now you just got two strategies. You got two
That's it.
strategies.
Got
You feel
two.
what I'm saying?
And,
The
and
thing
y'all
about
could
it
be
is,
like Beyonce, like Beyonce do, bro, on her page. She posts an image, no caption at all. So the person is literally just looking at the picture, wondering, what the heck was I supposed to get out of this? I'm like, okay, you cute, B. Okay, nice outfit. Okay, I see the background. There's a picture in the back. Like, what
yeah,
did you want me to get? And
yeah,
she
yeah.
never tells you. So you could do a Beyonce move. Just post the image and be done with it.
That's a fact. And be done with it. Look, this is why I say content is light work, man. This is why I say content is light work, because once you do the growth work, the mindset stuff, believing that you have, not only that you're valuable, but believing that you have value to add to other people. Once you have really tied and married to that, made a covenant with that thought process and that mindset, then now everything that comes from you is going to flow from there. Because now here's the thing, like I tell people, like I tell my clients all the time, what we have to understand, our attitude towards content has to change. Content is not an obligation.
Mm.
Content is an opportunity.
Mm.
Okay.
Say it again, bro.
So the creating content is not an obligation. Content is an opportunity.
Mm.
Okay. And so our mindset and our attitude towards content has to change, because once you start to look at it as an opportunity, then you'll be amazed how your creative juices begin to flow, because you start to think about how many different ways, can I use, how many different ways can I now share this with my clients, with my audience? How
Yeah.
many different ways can I do,
Yeah.
because it's an opportunity for me to serve them. So
Yeah.
because I'm so happy and blessed to have the opportunity to serve them, yo, okay, yo, all right, so I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me create this, because I think because my audience will really dig this. I know this is gonna catch
Yes.
their eye. I know this is
Mm-hmm.
gonna be something that they need. You
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
now that rejuvenates you and reestablishes the purpose or the why for which you do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that's why this whole mindset piece and reframing our attitude towards content, what that produces for us is, yo, it's crazy. It's
It is
crazy.
crazy. And I want everyone to also realize that the way that we're talking about content creation in this facet is because your social media page is not designed for you to get sales from. It's designed for you to build a community. And you're
Yeah.
building a community while you build a tribe, and you're speaking to them, the things that they like, the stuff that y'all rock with, because y'all all in the tribe together. But the minute you start trying to push a sale down the throat and buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that, no longer is it a community. Because if it was a neighborhood of people and this one dude always was trying to sell something, they'd be like, bro, get out of here, man. You ain't a part of the community no more. We ain't rocking
That's
with
right.
you.
That's right.
And that's the way that they're
That's
doing you. Yes, they're still following you, but they haven't liked the post in years from you.
yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. And see, I think, bro, that is why, again, mindset is so important,
Yeah.
because in part of mindset is knowing the reason why you do what you do, and understanding that, like you said, content, you're this that's what we show up for. This is a social network. this is
Yeah.
this is this is a network, but this is a way for us to be social virtually, but nonetheless the same principles apply. You know what I mean? you
Absolutely.
you, you want you want to make sure that you're serving. You want to make sure that you're kind. You want to make sure that the things that you're offering, just like in any other community or family or whatever have you, you don't, like, you know what I'm saying, you ain't really rocking with the person who show up with the cookout with nothing but the appetite.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And
You know,
Pop, what you saying is so real, bro. Give them your information as we close
okay,
out, man, because we got to close out. Because I'm
okay, bro.
trying to stick and be obedient to 30 minutes. So give them your information and we're going to
I
roll out.
got I got you 100%. So yeah, y'all can hit me up. You can follow my page. Everything is there. IAM_P.O.P. You can follow me. Click on the link in my bio. I got a bunch of resources. You can DM me. Let me know that you saw me on the Manny Hall show, and you family. Flat
All
out.
right. Peace. All right. Thanks for your time, bro. I'll talk to you
All right,
soon.
brother. Peace.